Want to go down the road, huh? Okay.
I want to take everything right by the numbers.
This rookie officer made sure to stand up to this corrupt senior, ignoring everything. Today, we'll be going through these cases where some incredible rookie officers stood up to their corrupt partners.
On September 21st, 2024, the Gaming Enforcement Unit at MGM Springfield was investigating a crashed vehicle. The cops were left speechless when they realized who the vehicle belonged to.
How you doing, Sheriff?
Good, very good.
Good. Hi,
You
Lieutenant
bust my
Corey
guy's
Mackey.
balls.
What's that? Who's busting what?
Gonna change his tire.
Okay. Just to let you know, we came down to this.
Yeah.
We are recording, just so you know.
Yeah.
What happened?
I was coming around the corner, I popped the tire.
Do you know where? We're trying to.
right
we were
here.
looking to see where you were in the casino and everything, and
It's all good.
it's all good.
Change his tire.
Okay.
Okay?
All right. The problem is, hang on for a second. Were you the one driving it?
No.
You weren't driving it?
No.
Okay. Who was driving you?
A friend of mine.
A friend of yours? He's in the casino now?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll see that too. All right. But I need you to stay here for a second. All right. Sir, none of us wants to be involved in this. All right. But I can
Okay.
smell alcohol
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
from your breath.
100%.
I've got this right here.
Yeah.
Everything's on camera. I got to take it by the numbers.
Change the tire.
I got to take it by the numbers. We're going to review if your friend in there was driving, as you say. We'll see that on the camera. I can go talk to him. Everything will be good.
Seriously? Okay. I'll tell you what. Leave the car here. Leave it.
Nope, sir. Sir, I'm going to ask you to stay here. Stay put, all right?
Why?
Till we figure this out. Because based on what I'm seeing here
Yeah.
and smelling alcohol in your breath, I'm going to have to do an investigation through this, okay?
Okay.
All right? And if everything is fine, you know, if it
Yeah.
determines that there's no...
Change the tire.
No, he's not changing the tire right now.
Let me tell you
Absolutely not.
something. You can change the tire.
He's not changing the tire yet.
Yeah. Okay. Want to go down the road, huh? Okay.
I want to take everything right by the numbers. Okay.
Why was the Hampton County Sheriff at a casino? And why was his government-granted vehicle in that state? All of these questions would be answered soon enough.
By the numbers and by the book, sir.
That's what we do.
That's correct.
Yeah.
All right? And if at the end of it, everything is good...
Stop turning towards me.
Oh, sir, just stand over here for me, all right?
I'm not
Please?
going to go back in the fucking...
No, you're not going back in the casino. All right, sir. Sir, I understand you are the sheriff. I respect that immensely. But right now I'm conducting an investigation, okay? I need you to stay here and follow the directions,
100%.
okay? All right?
You can't pop the tire, huh?
What's that?
You can't pop a tire.
You're not going to be able to put a tire on that rim anyways. That rim is completely and utterly destroyed.
I got my guy.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Where, do you know where you ran
Yes, I
something
do.
over? Where was it?
Right up on the corner. And I took the turn.
Took the turn into here?
Yep.
Okay. There looks like there's a plant on there. Was there a plant that
It might have been.
might have been?
I don't know.
But that's where it was. So the remnants of the tires should
Yep.
be down. Should be down
I
that
don't
way. You don't
I have
know?
no idea.
Okay. Can I ask you where you're coming from today?
Springfield Country Club.
Springfield Country Club.
Yeah.
All right. Can you head down to the corner at East Columbus and just see if there's any remnants of the tire there at all? That's where you were, and there was nothing there.
The right may not be.
May not be where you hit it.
Okay. I swear I hit it, but
Okay. Did you, after turning in here and hitting it, did you drive anywhere else where you could find the
No.
tire?
no.
No? Okay, I'm just saying the tire should be somewhere between
Yes,
where
go
that was
look.
hit and here.
Yeah,
Okay.
go look.
You just do me a favor one more time. Just walk down there and then walk the whole way back
Okay.
to see if we can find the tire.
Co-Chief finally admits his crime, but the officers knew it all along. They just wanted him to fess up so their job would get a little easier.
How much you had to drink tonight, sir? Couple beers?
Yeah. Keep recording me. We're not going nowhere.
Okay. I'd like to ask you to do field sobriety.
Nope, not going to happen.
Not going to happen?
I'm not driving. Yeah. Field sobriety for what?
Well, you drove in.
That was a long time ago.
While technically denying field tests isn't an admission of guilt, it sure gives the notion that you are trying to hide something from the police. Any clean person would welcome the tests.
Sir, when you went into the casino, did you have any drinks in the casino?
Negative.
You did not have any drinks in the casino? Because that's what we're waiting on right now. We're trying to figure out if you went in and had anything
I had
inside.
zero.
You had nothing inside, so anything was at the golf course?
Yep.
Okay. And sir, it was from East Columbus onto MGM Way where you think you hit that?
I think so.
All right, sir, can you come over here? I want to talk to you a little bit more. All right. I'd like you, I'm going to be very straightforward with you. All right. You came from East Columbus, you turned in here, we can't find the tire.
Okay.
That's fine. There's clear indications that that rim is pretty destroyed.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. You got here about 6:40 something, 6:45, so maybe 25 minutes before you and I started interacting, somewhere around a half hour. All right. You've got clear indications of alcohol consumption.
100%.
All right.
And a
I
couple
can tell that
drinks.
you've admitted alcohol consumption. You've got your speech is a little bit slurred. All right. I can smell it coming off your breath. I can see the redness in your eyes. I'd ask you to I'm going to ask you a second time if you will perform field sobriety so I can determine if you are safe
Not gonna
to
happen.
drive. Okay. I have a PBT that can sort this out right now.
Not going to happen.
Okay. So you're going to refuse field sobriety.
Yep.
All right. You're not going to take the BBT.
Yep.
You admit to alcohol consumption. All right.
A little bit.
Driving. Okay.
No, well,
Okay.
if that's what you're,
All right. Well,
you're
then
going to assume.
Then at that point, your wallet's inside the car. We're going to go ahead and grab that for you. Okay. All right. Officer, can you just sit with him for a minute? I'll take him in my cruiser. All right.
After reviewing the casino's CCTV footage, Kochi was placed under arrest for allegedly operating a motor vehicle under the influence of intoxicating liquor. The sheriff was given some light slaps on the wrist in the form of probation for a year and his driver's license suspension, but he was still getting paid $191,000 per year as his salary. Chief's deputies usually have a lot of money to blow, just like this next one who bought a souped-up Dodge Charger. On June 20th, 2023, while on patrol, a Henry County police officer pulled over a Dodge Charger. He never would have thought who'd be driving it.
Really?
License in the back.
Yeah.
Hello?
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger. It belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
What was the issue? I mean, why is he speeding?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
It's your traffic stop. You do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. You do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm gonna ride his. Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
In a statement, Henry County Sheriff Reginald Scandrett said, "After reviewing the facts of the incident, I suspended the chief deputy for 40 hours without pay for the severity of the traffic citation. The speeding charges keep coming as we head over to Seminole County." On June 6, 2023, a Seminole County Sheriff's deputy on routine patrol stopped Orlando police officer 35-year-old Alexander Shawnee for driving nearly twice the speed limit.
He's the guy that, copy down that bumper number.
This one or this one?
Yeah, 11070. Pull over. You gonna pull over?
Please say a command.
Pull over. Three 113 to 313.
What?
Do you,
I am going into work, my man. Why are you trying to pull me over as I'm going into work?
because you're going 80 and a 45.
I am going into work.
Okay, what are you going
What
to
does
work
it look
for?
like I am dressed for?
What
does it look like I am dressed for?
My name is Deputy Hilton, and I see your driver's license.
No.
Okay. 3113, copy at 1050. 10-4, I got a city, Orlando PD taking off from a traffic stop. It's going to be X-Ray Foxtrot 6207, XF 6207. You refuse to stop.
Following the failed traffic stop, officials were able to identify Shawnee through his badge and police cruiser number. Shawnee was relieved of his duties from the department shortly after the arrest, pending a review.
Moving on, here's another bizarre instance where a drunk police officer made the biggest mistake of his life.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right. Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand that.
Done.
Okay. Just cooperate with me.
You ain't fucking me.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that.
On the night of October 27, 2018, Lieutenant Rick Byron received a call from Officer Justin Augustine, asking him to meet behind the old Board of Education office. When they met, Augustine confessed that he had crashed his cruiser while trying to relieve himself. What happened next at the police station was truly unexpected.
He needs to. Yeah, Augie, come here. Let's go out here in the garage. We got to put your weapons away. Come out here, we'll talk. You'll be all right. The car's just being taken to Lumpkins. What's going on in there? Huh?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? We got to put your weapons away.
Okay.
You're not. Here, let me have it so I can unload it. Just need to unload it.
What am I doing?
Byron wasted no time disarming Justin's gun and securing everything.
We got, sorry. When you total a vehicle, here, go in here. So we can put this away. When you total a vehicle, you got to go down for a haul assessment. Everybody that wrecks a cruiser that totals it has to go down there. So what we do is just take your taser off of you, and you have any backup weapons on you or anything? Drop your vest or your duty belt, because you don't need that. We're going to go down to an alcohol test down at the hospital, you and I. And you don't need all your gear, so take your... are you all right, Augie?
Yeah.
You seem... your focus seems divided on me. What's going on? You just nervous?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you under the influence of anything, Augie? No? Good. I hope not. I do. Where's your vest at?
Justin, affectionately known as Augie, clearly struggles to focus and grasp the situation at hand. Despite Byron's hope that he isn't under the influence, it's painfully obvious that he is.
All right. What else do you got on you? You got
done.
pocket knife, huh?
I'm done.
What's going on, though? Tell me what's going on, bud.
I'm done.
What do you mean you're done? You gonna go with me to take the test, Augie? You're refusing it? You don't want to do that.
I'm done.
Okay, so what does that mean? All right. Are you under the influence of something, Augie? What's wrong with you right now? I don't understand
I'm
that.
done.
Okay. Are you going with me?
No.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going home.
Can you call somebody to come get you?
I don't need to.
Well, I'm not going to let you drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
What?
I'm not going to let you drive. Can you call your wife? All right, let's go out here. All right? Don't play this game with me, bud. I'm trying to trying to help you out here.
You ain't doing shit.
Well, I can't do stuff. I'm just doing what I got to do, Augie. It's my job. If you want to leave, go ahead and leave. All right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Augie. Don't do this, man. It ain't worth it. it ain't worth it. All right, I'm just doing my job. I'm just asking you to relax, okay?
I'm done.
Okay, and I understand that. I understand what you're saying, all right? I just don't want you to do it like this, all right? I'm not trying to be a prick. I'm not trying to be difficult. You gotta understand, it's my job, dude, all right? So don't treat me like that. If you want to be done, I understand that.
Augustine, clearly hammered and slurring his words, refused to take an alcohol test. He desperately hoped Byron would turn a blind eye and let him stumble home, but Byron wasn't having it. Looks like some cops still play by the rules.
So, Augie, are you okay to drive, brother?
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm worried about you.
Yeah.
All right, well, get going then. Do what you got to do, all right? Augie, you need to get it. You need to relax.
You're fucking with me.
No, huh? What'd you say? Who is? You just wrecked a cruiser. It's not the end of the world. I know, it's not the end of the world. We can do this, Augie. If you just go down and take the test like we're asking you, if you do that, then we can at least get that cleared to where you can come back to work. Seriously, Augie, I'm trying to help you, bud. Huh? What'd you say? I don't want to... What'd you say?
I'm fucked up.
What do you mean you're fucked up? Alcohol? Pills? What are you talking about? So I can't let you drive home, all right?
Yeah, I can.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You said you're fucked up. How are you going to drive home?
I'm not fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up.
What? Help me understand, Justin.
What the fuck?
You talking about just in the head?
Fuck you.
Huh? We don't need to do this, Augie.
What?
Come on. We don't.
What?
Why are you doing this like? Why are you doing me like that? Huh? What have I done to you for you to do me like that, man? Seriously. I am honest to God being serious with you. What have I done to you for you to treat me like that?
What the fuck?
Huh?
What the fuck?
I don't know. I didn't wreck the cruiser in there and then have to ask you to come to take the test.
Right.
At this point, Augie can't contain his emotions any longer and begins lashing out, blaming poor Officer Byron, the one person still on his side.
I understand that, Augie, that you're upset. I get that. You're having a tough time right now with everything that's going on, bud. But it doesn't have to go out like this, okay? It's just an accident.
Troy 421.
Okay?
What I do?
Huh?
What I do?
What do you mean, what do you do? What do you do?
If it's just an accident, what I do?
You hit a semi-trailer, so again, as part of our policy, we have to go down with that and go take the test. That's the way you're going to do this? You're about to get yourself arrested, bud.
For what?
What do you mean, what am I going to do? I can't let you drive. So you try to get in that car, I got to stop you. And then you're going to start fighting with me. What is that going to do? Huh? Seriously, Augie, why are you doing this to me? I didn't do anything to you. Okay? I didn't do anything to you. Well, let's go back in here so we can figure this out, Augie. Please.
Augie expected his friend Byron to let him off the hook and skip the sobriety test, but policy is policy. Acting like a child and ignoring all reason, Augie fails to see that refusing the test will only seal his fate and lead to his arrest.
Augie, I know they are, and I understand that. Can you call your wife and have her come get you, bud? Get your phone out and call her. You don't have your phone? You want to use mine?
What's this gonna do?
Huh?
What's this gonna do?
I don't know. That's why I got to call him, so. How much did you drink today, Augie? A lot? You know he's going to want to do a test, right? Not an employment test. He's going to say, hey, this guy's driving a car, we need to test him. And I mean, you got the right to refuse it, but we got to go through the process on that, Augie. Now, again, I want you to understand that I know, you probably are. You're right. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or lie to you. Huh? Augie, come on, bud. Come on, just calm down, bud. I understand you're upset. You got to calm down. Remember, Augie.
You just tell what you.
Huh? I'm talking to you as a friend here too. All right.
He admits to drinking on camera, not realizing how bad it looks. The lieutenant stays calm despite the officer's swearing, but the officer's attitude makes things tough for the lieutenant.
He's refusing to be tested. So, are you gonna go down for the test, Augie? He's refusing that. Okay. Bye. thank you for being honest with me, Harvey. I hate to see you like that, bud. I didn't do this, Hoggy. Why are you taking it out on me?
Yeah, it's on you.
Huh?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay. All right.
You put in stance.
I'm just waiting for a phone call back. Just relax, bud. Just relax. All right? Enough. Relax. Just relax. It says you're now under arrest for OVI, operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol and a drug or a combination of them, operating a vehicle under the influence of a listed controlled substance or a listed metabolite of a controlled substance, operating a vehicle after underage alcohol consumption or having physical control of a vehicle while under the influence. If you refuse to take any chemical tests required by law, your Ohio driving privileges will be suspended immediately and you will have to pay a fee to have the privileges reinstated. If you have a commercial driver's license and refuse to submit to the test or test, you will immediately be placed out of service for 24 hours. You will be disqualified from operating a commercial motor vehicle for a period of not less than 1 year, and you will be required to surrender your commercial driver's license to me.
The lieutenant then sat him down, read him his rights, and officially arrested him, treating him like any other citizen who's facing arrest.
It's about the 2255 form in here because I got all his information. Yeah, I read it to him. He's refusing. So,
okay.
If it's okay with you, if it's okay with you, I'm not going to issue a citation right now. I'll write it out later and do what we got to do. Or how do you want that done?
No, we'll treat it like a normal OVI.
Can you give me a traffic ticket, please? Here you can look at the pictures on my phone. I don't know how good they are because it wasn't an ideal situation.
Yeah. Wow.
Now that we got him back here, I'm a lot better, but I'm still concerned about his behavior. But because I had him outside earlier.
Things were looking incredibly tough for Augie, and as another officer arrived on scene, you won't believe how shocked he was.
Person's coming in.
To talk to him?
He's probably going to do a order in to do an admin blood draw after you guys are done.
He's not going to do that.
No, you know what that means.
Yep. It doesn't matter, to be honest with you, so let's not fight over it because he was threatening me out there, his behaviors.
Oh, really?
He didn't come out and say, I'm going to kick you or do something, but he's going, what are you going to do about it? He starts clenching on it. It's a lot.
Okay.
His totally insubordinate.
Okay.
To the point where I was calling you, telling you, basically let you know that we're going to be fighting.
Okay. Yeah, that's kind of what I was getting from you.
Yeah, there was no question. Fortunately, I got him to calm down.
Yeah.
And there's something went on in here. He'll have to tell us later because I told him.
Okay.
But I wouldn't be surprised if we aren't there, if we don't get there yet.
Okay.
He also came to work today not wearing a vest.
Like, dressed in...
Right now, he doesn't have his vest on. I found that out when I took him in the arsenal to
Meanwhile, Augustine's state worsened to the point where he couldn't even sit properly at the table. It was a stark display of his intoxication, highlighting the potential disaster if he had been allowed to stumble home alone.
Here's Justin. Can you look at me, bud? Please sit here now. Apparently you dropped this Visa card. It's your bank card. You dropped that there in the cruiser. Justin, here's the DMV 2255 form for the refusal. And since we had so much time, I went ahead and wrote the citation out. The citation is going to be for the OVI refusal, and then just reasonable control on private property. What that is. So here's your copy of the 2255 form, and I need you to sign the ticket. Well, that might be that one. If you'll just sign right here, get your copy of that.
At this stage, higher authorities are stepping in, and Augie is about to face the music for his actions. Plans have to be devised in case he keeps refusing sobriety testing.
Okay. So, you're required to do it, but of course, it's not like we're going to hold you down and make you. So my question to you now is, what you have to do is sign a form at the ER before the testing that you would release the results of the test to the police department, and you would get your own copy as well. If you refuse to sign that form, then that would be considered insubordination and you'd be subject to disciplinary action. It's still your option to do that, and I'd like to know if that's what your intention would be before we bother going down to the emergency room. You only have a little bit of time, because we're on a 2-hour period that we're trying for, to confer with an attorney or a union rep. And again, understand this will not be used as part of the criminal investigation. So with all that in mind, would you submit and authorize release of, okay, at the ER? Okay. Okay, and I'm a little worried too. I want to make sure that, I think that'll be good, because at the ER we can talk about, or they can make sure you're okay to be cut loose. Okay. Because here's the other piece that we can't, I'm sure it's no surprise to you, placing you on administrative leave. We got to get this straightened out. But in the meantime, remember we've been talking for a while, that one day we're going to be in an adversarial situation. And right now we are. So I'm not the guy to be really comforting you or giving you advice. Okay, because right now I have to do what I need to do to protect the city and the department. Okay? So, admin leave, you have to make yourself available. If we call you anytime during the day and say, Justin, we need you to come down here or something like that, between the hours of 8 and 4, you still need to be available.
As the reality of his situation fully settles upon Augie, he breaks down crying as he realizes that his life as he knows it is coming to a difficult turn where he is going to be thrust into this cocktail of problems.
You're still on payroll until we finish this testing. But then as soon as that's all done, then you're on admin leave until further notice. Okay. I am too. I was hoping the system, we would never get to this point. Do you want us to try to get an attorney or a union rep? No? Okay. You are saying no to an attorney or union rep right now? Okay. Okay, so then we'll try to get this done as quickly as we can, get you home, and then you need to start working on stuff, my friend.
It's appalling to see the police's decision to continue paying a drunken officer, despite him completely wrecking a police cruiser that the hardworking taxpayers funded.
We hereby order to fully cooperate with the investigating official. Your failure to cooperate will create an objective and subjective fear of termination. You have the following rights and responsibilities during this investigation. You have the right to be informed of the allegations involved. You will be asked questions specifically directed and narrowly related to the performance of your official duties. Statements made during any interviews may be used as evidence of misconduct or as the basis for seeking disciplinary action against you. Any statements made by you during these interviews cannot be used against you in any subsequent criminal proceeding, nor can the fruits of any of your statements be used against you in a subsequent criminal proceeding. We hereby order to fully cooperate with the investigating official. Your failure to cooperate will create an objective and subjective fear of termination. You have the following rights and responsibilities during this investigation. You have the right to be informed of the allegations involved. You will be asked questions specifically directed and narrowly related to the performance of your official duties. Statements made during any interviews may be used as evidence of misconduct or as the basis for seeking disciplinary action against you. Any statements made by you during these interviews cannot be used against you in any subsequent criminal proceeding, nor can the fruits of any of your statements be used against you in any subsequent criminal proceeding. If you so request, a person of your choice may be present to serve as a witness during the interviews. If you refuse to answer questioning related to the performance of your official duties, you'll be subject to dismissal. You understand that? Yeah. Justin, we don't want you falling out of the seat, so that's why he's holding on to your shoulders.
We do have the squad respond to the garage doors with the unit, please.
After being read his rights, the procedure was about to take place for the department to properly conclude the investigation. Augie cries his heart out until his wife arrives to pick him up. Visiting Judge Thomas Hanna of Kettering sentenced Augustine in municipal court on the physical control charge to a $1,000 fine and 180 days in jail with $700 and all but 3 days in jail suspended. The remaining 3 days will be dismissed if he completes a weekend education program.
Shockingly, this wasn't the last time a drunk cop was caught acting entitled and instantly humbled.
So right now, you will be placed under arrest for OVI. It's going to read your rights real quick.
On January 3rd, 2023, an Ohio State Trooper pulled over a vehicle for speeding at 100 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. As he approached, another car stopped behind it, revealing that the two drivers had been drag racing.
You need your license, registration, proof of insurance. Is that your friend back there? Okay. So how long ago did you drink? When? Tuesday? Okay. Alright, I'll be right back. You got your license, registration, proof of insurance? How much have you had to drink?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm just following her home.
Okay.
The second vehicle's driver was later identified as off-duty Columbus police officer Trier Kniper. She had stopped for her friend, but soon she would also find herself in trouble.
Any reason why you guys are racing? Okay. Because you're not the only people on the road. You do understand that. Okay. You stand right here. Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems? No. Are you wearing contacts?
I'm sorry?
Are you wearing contacts?
No.
Nope. Go ahead and spit your gum out for me. Interlace your fingers like this. Place them up under your chin. That'll help keep your head still, okay?
Officer Kniper was the subject of an eye test, but before conducting the rest of the field sobriety tests, the trooper went over to talk to her friend, who was clearly more impaired than the officer.
Thought I gave it back to you already. Maybe step out for me, okay? You got your car in park? You got your car in park? Okay, roll your other window up. Roll your other window up so your dog doesn't jump out. Do you have any gum in your mouth? Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems?
Sorry.
Have you had any recent head injuries or do you have any inner ear problems?
I've had about 11 concussions.
Okay. Alright, are you wearing contacts?
The trooper proceeded to conduct the field sobriety tests on her friend, who was identified as Paige Slyman, and her abysmal performance only meant one thing.
your left. Heel of your right foot touching the toe of your left. Arms down to your sides. Maintain that position till I complete the instructions. Once you start walking, don't stop till you complete the test. You understand the instructions, ma'am?
Yes.
Go ahead and begin. Count your first step as 1. Impact the toes, heel after toes. Okay. We'll come up here a little closer. All right. Go ahead and turn around for me. Hands behind your back, palms together. I'm gonna raise your sleeves up. Palms together for me. Palms. Yep. Don't interlace them. Yep, just like that. Right now, you're being placed under arrest for driving under the influence, okay?
After arresting Miss Slyman, the trooper returned to Officer Kniper and conducted the walk and turn test, a key indicator of intoxication.
Taking her to get her car, and she was going to her boyfriend's house, and I was going to my son's house. And when I saw she was getting pulled over, I just pulled over with her.
I detect the odor of alcohol, so make sure you're gonna run some tests, alright? I'm gonna have you step over this way a little bit more, right there. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna have you put your right foot in front of you, directly in front of you, left foot in front of it, heel to toe like this. I'm gonna put your arms down at your side. Don't move from this position until instructed to do so, okay? So for this test, you're gonna take a series of small steps, and you're gonna turn yourself around. You're gonna take 9 heel-to-toe steps down and 9 heel-to-toe steps back. It's gonna look something like this. 1, 2, 3. Actually, let me go on this side, actually. Sorry about that.
It's shocking how, despite being an officer, Kniper was drag racing with her friend, and both of them were intoxicated beyond the limit. The trooper also slapped the cuffs on her wrist, and both were taken to the police station.
2025, 2027, 2028, 2029, 1030.
You can stop. Alright. So I'm just going to look at your eyes one more time. We're going to do another test and do circle. Well, I'm going to have you back up for me, okay? You see that red light right there? This red light, my patrol car right here on my camera? Yeah. I'm just going to have you face that, okay? Cool. I'm going to have you step forward for me, okay? Alright. I'm going to have you place your hands behind your back like you're clapping. I'm going to explain some things to you, okay? So right now, here, I'll have you put like you're clapping. Cool. So right now, you will be placed under arrest for OVI. It's going to read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to your attorney prior to any questionings. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand your rights as I've read them to you? All right, cool. This red light in my patrol car right here on my camera. Yeah. I'm just going to have you face that, okay? Cool. I'm going to have you step forward for me, okay? All right. I'm going to have you place your hands behind your back like you're clapping. I'm going to explain some things to you, okay? So right now, here, I'll have you put like you're clapping. Cool. So right now, you will be placed under arrest for OVI. It's going to read your rights real quick. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to talk to your attorney prior to any questionings. You have the right to stop answering questions at any time. Do you understand your rights as I've read them to you? All right, cool.
Both Officer Kniper and her friend were charged with drag racing and OVI. The officer refused to provide a breath or blood sample at the station, resulting in a 1-year license suspension. Despite this, she remains a Columbus police officer to this day.
Well, that brings us to the end of this video. Today, we saw powerful moments where brave officers stood up to their own, holding corrupt cops accountable and making sure justice was served. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and stay tuned for what's next. Rallied this next video, which is just as intense if not more, so make sure to check it out right here.